Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. In this video, we're going to talk about the $10,000 EIDL grants for small businesses and self-employed people. This is a part of the new stimulus package that was just passed a couple of days ago. We're going to talk about how to qualify for this grant, what you need to do in order to obtain the grant, and much more. So make sure that you watch this entire video from start to finish so that you can get all of the information that you need to get your EIDL grant. So as a part of the new stimulus package approved by Congress, $284 billion in Paycheck Protection Program funds will be made available in January 2021. Okay, so first we're going to talk about how to qualify for the new emergency EIDL grant. So you have to be located in a low-income community and have suffered an economic loss greater than 30% and not employ more than 300 employees. Now, I believe the last grant requirements were for 500 employees or less, but I believe they have changed this in the new stimulus package to 300 employees or less. It's not for certain whether it's going to be 300 or 500, but most people that apply for this grant will have very little employees anyway, because it is only $10,000. That's the max for the grant. Okay, so also you have to be a small business, a cooperative, a ESPOP tribal concern with fewer than 500 employees. So it's an asterisk mark right there next to that because that is subject to be changed to 300 employees. Different sources are saying that it's going to be either 300 or 500. The SBA has not completely updated their website yet. But also you can be an individual who operates under a sole proprietorship with or without employees, or as an independent contract, or a private nonprofit or small agricultural cooperative. The business must have been in operation by January 31st, 2020. So you have to be in business by January 31st, 2020. So either on or before January 31st. And you must be, or the business must be, directly affected by COVID. So just to clarify, economic loss is defined as the amount by which the gross recipients of the covered entity declined during an 8-week period between March 2nd, 2020 and December 17th, 2021, relative to a comparable 8-week period immediately preceding March 2nd, 2020, or during 2019. The SBA will come up with the formula, or with a formula for seasonal businesses. So, for example, you have to be able to show that your business has declined, say for instance, from March all the way up until, or just say the first quarter of the year compared to the first quarter of 2019. You have to show that your revenue, your gross revenue, has declined from what it normally does or what has previously done in the previous year. Okay, so how to apply for the new EIDL grants. So what you're going to do is you're going to submit a request to SBA. There's not an updated link for the new grants or the new loans. It may be still the same link that everyone has used in the past. They just have not updated the information about the $10,000 grant. So previously you would go and apply for the EIDL loan, and you would receive an advance on that loan up to $10,000, whether you were approved for the EIDL loan or not. So it was either an EIDL loan or a PPP loan, which is separate from the grant. The grant is what you get, again, regardless of whether you get approved for any of their loans, you're still going to get a grant, but you had to apply for one of the loans in order to receive the grant. So the SBA will be required to notify anyone who received a previous EIDL grant or who applied but did not receive a grant because funding was exhausted. They will be able to apply for the full $10,000 grant. So from my understanding, it's going to be the full $10,000, not just $1,000 per employee. It should be $10,000 whether you have one employee or you have no employees at all. So $10,000 is supposed to be the max, and it's supposed to be guaranteed whether you're self-employed or you have one or two employees. If a business requests an EIDL grant, the SBA will have 21 days after receiving the request to verify whether the business is eligible. If eligible, the grant will be provided, and if not, the application must be told, or the applicant must be told why the SBA did not consider them eligible. So the verification procedure is not set in stone just yet. It's not, pretty much, it hasn't been laid out as to what the SBA is going to do to verify your business. So they may request documents, tax records, etc. Okay, so I'm going to go over to the SBA website, and I'm going to show you where to apply for the EIDL loan. Also, please subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos about business grants, personal credit, business credit, and ways to make money online. I will be doing more updates about the EIDL $10,000 business grants in the future as more information comes out. So you definitely want to subscribe and hit the bell icon to receive notifications on when I drop new videos. And make sure that you like this video if you do find this video valuable. And also follow me on Instagram. I will be sharing more tips on making money online, business credit, personal credit, and business grants. So make sure that you follow me on Instagram as well. I have not been very active on there, but I'm going to start being more active on there in 2021. Okay, so here is the SBA website. I'm going to leave a link down to this page in the description. So as you can see, this has not been updated just yet. They still have the old dates and they have old updates here, but there is some information here that you can look at. They do have some guidance for businesses and employees or employers, information about capital marketing, all that kind of stuff. But what you want to do is you want to click right here where it says EIDL loan application. You're going to click apply here. And what you're going to do is you're going to do the eligible entity verification. You're going to choose one of these answers here. Again, this still says 500 employees. So there's just like a debate whether it's going to be changed to 300. But right now it still says 500 employees. They have not updated this for the new stimulus package. So you're going to choose whichever one applies to you. And then also in the second box, you're going to choose whatever applies to you and your business as well. So basically it's going to be the same process, I believe. You're going to go through the loan application process, and whether you're denied or approved, you should be able to get the grant sent to you. And within 21 days, they're going to tell you whether or not you have been denied or approved. Now, that could take a little bit longer because last time when I did it, it took about a month for them to give me any answers. And they also took a while to send the funds. I did receive a grant from them last April. So I'm pretty much familiar with the process. So they just might keep the same process. Except for this time, it's supposed to be the full $10,000 instead of $1,000 per employee. And if you have already received a grant, I believe they're going to deduct from what you have already received. Again, that's not 100% set in stone because the SBA has made changes, especially in the past. The first round, it was supposed to be a full $10,000, and then they changed it to $1,000 per employee. So we just have to wait and see. I'm going to keep you guys updated. Make sure that you subscribe and hit the bell icon to receive notifications on when I drop new videos, and follow me on Instagram. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.